All right, so we are in Week 17 of our 49ers franchise. We are 12-3. We have guaranteed the division, right? However, just because we guaranteed the division does not mean we have guaranteed the number 1 seed. I believe there is a chance that 2 other teams could actually rob it on it. Actually, let's take a look. The Falcons and the Cowboys. So if they both win, I think... Well, no. Not if they both win. But if the Cowboys win, they have a chance to take the number 1 seed on us. So no matter what, we're guaranteed a top 2, which is nice. But you want number 1. You don't want to go to Dallas unless you're the Packers, of course. And speaking of them, there they are. There's some pretty realistic teams here. Some unrealistic teams maybe should be up there instead. You know, you have the Panthers at 4-9-2, and even though the Eagles aren't super hot in real life, 5-10, I think even in the game they have a better roster than that. And I mean, other than that, I mean, we basically are going to play to win, but if it gets out of hand early in a good way, we can probably bench some of the starters so we can avoid more of these insane injuries that we keep taking. All right, so in case you're new, this is what the roster looks like. Got Jimmy Garoppolo at Superstar Development. He's only an 81 overall because he's 28. I wasn't going to, but I think I might. Like, I didn't want to have the players develop at too high of a rate, but I'm also starting to think now maybe they're not developing at a fast enough rate. Jimmy Garoppolo's having MVP-style seasons, and yet he's really not developing. So I think I might have to change those a little bit. I think I might bump QB sliders very high, actually. I think I'm going to bump them to like 175 now. Maybe some of these other ones. Let me know if you guys have any sliders that you think are realistic. I want like a 5-year franchise here that isn't going to be all 99s by the end of it, but you should also be able to earn good XP if you're playing well, you know? The Detroit Lions pretty much they have Drew Brees apparently, pretty much playing for a better draft pick. Really should be a walk in the park. Niners versus Lions, some history, some pretty great players, I suppose, in the history. Of course, the Niners with a little bit better of a standing there. Throwbacks for the Lions a little bit, nothing crazy, just a little something to maybe get them hyped for the game. I think it's a smart idea. If I was a bad team, I would rock those special uniforms Week 17, as long as I knew I was trying to win. Of course, if I was trying to tank, I don't want to wear them because then that's just disrespectful, but I would try to rock some special uniforms, get something to talk about, you know. Of course, we know that their QB is... Don't tell me it's Drew Brees wearing number 12. That cannot stand. That is gross. Why isn't Stafford playing? He's good enough. Of all the needs on the Lions, I don't think QB is one of them. Brees, really? I get Stafford wears number 9, but like Brees at 12? Do you want me to cry? Because that is disgusting. And I don't think anyone should ever have to watch that. Okay? I just don't. It's crazy that 8-7 in the NFC is like bad in this universe. You're going to see a lot, and I mean a lot. Who the hell is that guy? Looks tiny. Him and the fullback look really tiny there. You're going to see a lot of AFC teams in the top 10, top 15 of the draft. Drew, 9 number Brees, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks, 3,900 yards. I mean, I would assume that's an improvement. I don't know if I can even assume that's an improvement. Like, those aren't great numbers. Of course, realistically, we should be sitting some of the defenders, but I don't know. I mean, this team still has very big powerhouse capabilities on offense, and you can see there, Kerryon Johnson carry-ons the ball for a first down. All right, we'll look for a new host. Okay, Apke playing safe. Apke plays a lot of positions for a guy that nobody wanted. I feel... Oh, look at Kerryon already. Oh, my Lord. 2 for 35. Seems fair. But yeah, Troy Apke plays a lot of positions for us, especially for a guy that was not wanted by anyone. Nobody wanted this man, and yet here we are playing him everywhere. We want him more than anyone could want him. Can we please? Good job. Good job. I'm not going to lie. Things are weird. Maybe my controller batteries are dying, but tackling feels weird in this game. Can't lie. And once again, it could just be my controller batteries dying, so there's no vibration, and you wouldn't believe how much vibration in a controller changes things, especially your Saturday night. Oh, no. Quan Alexander has been, I can see the future. With the small fee of 95% of the winnings, I will give you the lottery numbers because I'm just a nice person. And it was the vibrations. Vibrations kill the hell out of the controller, but they also, without them, kill my experience. But speaking of killing things, the Lions trying to kill my dreams here. They have not even thrown the ball yet, and they don't need to. Why would you? Here it is. Oh, that's not a bad play at all. Down to the 4. Not Kerryon Johnson. Galladay. Wait, they threw... Did they actually throw 3 times? They did throw to the tight end. What am I talking about? Threw to the tight end twice. Galladay with a nice... What is that? 15-yarder after the missed tackle. Oh, Barry Sanders in the backfield. T. Johnson. Don't know who that is. Maybe his brother like Terrence or something. Or Terry. Couldn't get it. 15th sack on the season. Our D-line's actually killing it. I can't even lie. Like, might have a combination of 30 sacks from the edge to the outside, and we miss again. We are just missing by a lot. This is a good game for us. We need this. It's a good offense, and I would assume a lot of their woes come from the D. I honestly don't know why they're bad. And Drew Brees is going to take a coverage sack. 15 on the season for D Ford, I believe. 15th sack. Holy crap. So the majority of the first quarter has been taken away by the Detroit Lions running down our throats. Let's try to do the same to them. And there we go. I was going to go with the stiff arm, but I think we could have actually caught the edge there and trucked a man over, but probably should have went for the stiff. A lot of people want me to start like holding it early. I don't know if that's actually like the move or not. Pettis to the outside. A little bit of a bad throw, and yeah, I mean, Pettis, he hasn't been great on those. I would love to see his trait. But yeah, he's missed a lot of catchable ones. I'm not saying that's easy, but it's definitely not hard for a player of his caliber. Inside, good throw and huge hit. I will say, where he lacks in sideline catching, he succeeds or over-succeeds in taking a fucking hit. You know what I mean? And that's a self-censor there. You think I have the editing skills for? I mean, I do probably, but... And Derrick Henry once again proving that power backs are dead. Call me crazy, but I feel like this is a game where the starters aren't going to come out. Just call me crazy. Uh-oh. Good job, QT, but QT's got to get that win there. Superstar development. Your superstar development, you're fast. That automatically means you should win that route. That's how that works. And there's a flag that may be holding on the offense, but you never know. Please be defense. Yeah, that's about expected. By the way, I didn't even notice, but they didn't hit their field goal. First quarter is going to be scoreless probably. Great. Andrew scoreless. That's a Andrew Corliss reference that nobody will get because he was a below-average tight end in the NFL. But fellow Packers fans may understand that. Where else did he go? Why do I feel like he was a Bengal? I don't think he was, though, to be fair. There you go, Fred Warner. Please don't get hurt. I'm trying to limit my hit sticks because I don't want people to die, but at the same time, I'm only human, and humans are flawed. We love to hit stick. It's the one thing that's going to be written in our human memoirs when we go extinct. No! Marvin tried to strip it out, couldn't. Monte Nicholson. I mean, who's our defensive coordinator? Like, why are these matchups happening? Also, why is Monte wearing a dark visor? Dark visors are exclusively limited to good players. Oh, that's a really good last-second block. Carry on. Don't you dare. Really good hit last second by Trey Flowers, who was not having any of it, but holy crap. First quarter, he's over 50. I mean, I'm blitzing. Like, what else do you want me to do? Our run defense has been horrible. I mean, we can't even take him down first try in the backfield. Then Buckner rips his face off. Nice. Nothing like a good old-fashioned Texas Chainsaw Massacring. That's a double. He's doing that to our defensive line, and we did that to his face. Marvin down to the 3. Drew Brees is perfect. The slants are burning us. The ground game is torching us. And our offense is trash. Oh, no. Good job, Bud Dupree. I tried to hit stick in there, couldn't. Kerryon Johnson has already broken more tackles this season in this game than Derrick Henry all season. And he should be the hardest man to tackle in the entire NFL. And there's nobody on that man. Almost didn't get it, but I think Galladay now has... No, he doesn't. They didn't get a touchdown. But if we're going to be honest, the reason why he's probably not breaking tackles and throwing people down is we have the tackle sliders high. Breida's just another breed. Uh-oh. Derrick Henry's got a full head of steam. And let's be honest, if that's Breida, that's a touchdown. That's unfortunate. But a good run. I'll take it. Hard running. I would say he's a guy you don't want to get in front of, but yeah. To the outside. There we go. I took the suggestion from fellow commenter. See, I read all the comments. I respond to most of them. It's not my job to filter out who plays and who doesn't. Really good blocking. We haven't had that blocking in a while. Good job, QT. Not only does he get the huge gainer, but he makes one last second move on a great player. I think Darius Slay, perhaps. And he gets us out of that dreaded 10-yard line. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that that's a dreaded zone, but God, I hate the 10-yard line. Let's get Kittle one-on-one. Kittle, move. God damn it, move, Kittle. Okay, useless. Rolling out to the left. Cross his body. No, I wanted Smith to get his first career. I don't know if it's his first career, but definitely his first touchdown with us. Derrick Henry. I think we're going to trust him throw. Not Derrick throwing, of course. I'm going to trust a throw to Derrick to the corner, maybe. Ooh, they're playing zone. We're in trouble here. Crap. Jimmy Garoppolo got them legs. That guy is blind. What is he doing? Jimmy just ran free there. Are you for real? I mean, this guy, like, I don't know what he's doing. Does he even react? I mean, even there, he's like, talk about getting caught in a daydream. So maybe not as pretty as the Lions drive so far, but we're doing the same job. We're relying on guys to win their matchups less than just scheming them open. So it's going to come down to the offensive line today. Offensive line needs to win their matchups, and they're doing a really good job considering this Lions team is severely underrated on the defensive line. You got one of the best run-stopping DTs in the league, if not the best. You got a pretty good set of edge rushers, and this is going to be a classic case of throwing too short, being too conservative. We're going to get the ball back here with a good chance to go up. If Jones can score here, he can have number 80. Well, losing number 80, if I remember. It's not about your talent, good sir. It's about the fact that I keep forgetting. It's not allowing you to be 80. It's me being old. Oh. Yeah, Darius Slay's quite a good player. We've put ourselves in a situation where we're going to be pretty much super predictable. We threw it upfield a little bit. Pettis has got to, once again, it's not an easy play, even harder than the last one, in my opinion, but it's got to be a play he makes. You can't be one of the best receivers in the league if you're not making that play. Blazing speed and swatted. Damn it. Really good opportunity, but blown by just bad play calling. Luckily, our punter's having a day, which is something you don't want to be able to say, to be honest. We played that poorly. It could have been a little bit better of a punt, but yeah, we didn't play as well as we could have there. Didn't really check some of the milestones either. We could have probably checked to see kind of receiving yards. QT might have been like 200 yards off 1,000. There you go, Josh Jones. First incompletion of Drew Brees' day is because he threw the ball more than 10 yards, which is rare. All right, our safety playing linebacker caught a pick. Crazy. Risky, but Pettis is a man that almost never drops the ball, so I trust it. Can we at least show that we're the best team in the NFC? Like, that's all I'm asking. Like, nothing crazy. Just maybe earn this win rather than let them not play well enough to win, We're going to try to get smarter. It's a tough one. And that ball is never going to come down. He's open. I mean, can't say he's not. Derrick Henry falls forward for a gain of 3. I don't know. This outside shade on Pettis tells me this is zone, though. Crap, it is. All right, Kittle. Doesn't even catch the ball. Really? George Kittle, man. He's been a little shaky over the last couple of weeks. I needed him to catch that and then run a stiff arm or something, but he doesn't even get that. And there's a better punt. Instead of trying to punt to the 1 every time, let's just try to get the ball inside the 10. I think we're overcompensating on these punts. If we at least just pin them, it's better than not pinning them. So, but hey, breaking news. Josh Jones. You got to swap that. Are you serious, Kevin? You've been an insane rookie. The stats aren't going to show up for you, but you've been really locked down, and that's just a play you've got to make. Get your hand on the damn ball. We're going to trust our coverage here, which is crazy. And there you go. That's why you trust it. Bring the blitz. Press off the line. Got yourself a chance, and here we're in a really good spot to get off the field. Underneath, Fred Warner is a tackling machine today with 7, I believe, on the day. Good stuff. I should have taken Kittle. Maybe not. Sometimes waiting's the best route. Oh, QT, you got to get that beat. Call a timeout. One timeout left. On the outs, we never really wait for QT, and this has been a game where we've actually had a bit of time, so I might try to take the deep shot. It's not open, though. Got to just trust it. There you go, Goodwin. There you go. I will say Slay locked that up about as well as anyone could have in the league on a guy with his speed, but ultimately it was just enough. Derrick Henry. Yeah, I don't really like throwing it short like that with the time. At least get enough for a field goal, I suppose. Just going to force this, and that should have been, honestly, maybe a pick six. Terrible decision. And we're being honest, I'm shocked that it wasn't. They've been catching, you know, the defenders we've been playing in have been catching almost everything against us. Derrick Henry, what is that catch? Of course, as per usual, nothing really can do with 16 seconds. Most teams are going to kneel the ball, even though they have really nothing to play for other than to really want to lose. They're gonna kneel still. That pick would have been a really bad way to end Jimmy's season. Regular season anyways. Obviously the season's really just beginning for us. There you go, Derek. Definitely need to stiff arm early. But it's not like I want to, you know? It's like if I'm going to stiff arm early, why not just truck? But yeah, the truck has definitely not worked. Perfect. Could have definitely tried to get it upfield a little bit, but he didn't want to listen to the playmaker, so we just taken, you know, what we can get. This offensive line has been pretty damn good today. Gotta say it. You know, there's a couple plays before the half where it wasn't perfect. There was some plays where I definitely felt like the pressure could have easily led to a big mistake. But for the most part, this has been a really good defensive or an offensive line effort. Inside, finally, we have a little bit of speed on the throw, and there you go, down to the 5. A very good spot to score. Big boy Henry with Goodwin on the outside, but it is Slay in coverage. He's not going to get beat. Oh, maybe he will. Swat at the line. That's dangerous because usually on those options, the ball's kind of thrown behind a little bit. Could have easily been a fumble. Just trust him, and that should have been picked. Kittle has been very undependable. Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that really the word? See how dependable he is. Not very, because that should have once again been picked. And I'm honestly, I don't know what their catching is, but I don't know how they haven't caught one by now. And with Kittle already having an injury on the season and him playing like he is right now, I think I might honestly put him on the bench. Just going to call it a precautionary measure, but we all know the secret, and I just completely get burned. You know, that's not a route I'm usually seeing from a tight end. Hawkinson will do it to you, though. As much as that's a poor user play, I think a guy like Hawk will catch you with those here and there. You can't be caught sleeping. Speaking of, there he goes, burning Quan Alexander, one of the best linebackers in the entire league. Drew Brees just missed one throw today. Nice. How is this team not good, by the way? I mean, they can't finish well, but they are playing against our team, which is amazing. We'll say carry on. Slowed down a bit. Hasn't played, hasn't had the ball for quite a bit of time, but he slowed down a bit. You can't lie. Can't deny it. Before laid off the line. Going to be in pursuit. Good stuff. Loss of 5 on the screen. And now we can sit in some coverage. Maybe even get a coverage sack. Who knows? Lots of hooks. That's all I'm going to say. When you're really lazy and you have a review of Peter Pan. Nick? Are you joking me? What is the rookie doing there? You've got to be joking me. Detroit challenge. Okay, Detroit. What's your game? What is your game here, Detroit? If they just challenge themselves out of a first down. Okay, they didn't. What happens if I try to challenge it? I never tried that. Okay, I was about to say, there's nothing to challenge. Yeah, we'll tell that to the Lions. There you go, good tackle. I think you probably accept this penalty. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Gain of 5. Math actually, math doesn't serve me well because if they were to do that 4 times, that's 20 yards. I was actually about to say if math serves me correctly, they can keep doing that and we'll stop them, which is just untrue. Holds on to the ball. That's just good coverage and not much more you can do. I think how many yards they get on this play will definitely decide it, though. And if I'm them, I may go for it. With 7 yards to go, I'd debate it. They would have hit their first field goal. This would be a tied game. Assuming they made that one. You never know. They could have dropped that one. Could drop the ball there. But yeah, I mean, other than the traditional you're up by a ton in the fourth quarter, you're benching your guy, this is going to be a full start from the guys, which just is not a thing I wanted. Of course, we have a bye week, but it's really about the injury chance, not the fatigue. Going to go back to the quick slant, see if we can get Pettis. Perfect throw, Pettis. Really thought Kennard would have made a play there. Little play action even. Now we're going to run the ball. Up the middle. Tried a truck, couldn't get it. I don't know what the hell the story is there, but either way, it's a decent gain. Kittle, you want to make a play? Come on, Kittle. Come on, Kittle. There you go, big fella. Finally. Get that man. It's good to get that man going. Feel like we've been losing touch with Kittle a bit, and that's a beautiful play. Finally. We haven't had him stretch the field like that in ages. It sucks it's against Detroit, who's quite lacking at linebacker, so I would have expected more out of him this game, to be honest. And there goes Quan. There goes Quan. Get out of Quan's way. Literally, get out. Fred, literally, like, could you get out of his way? Like, is he for real? That might have been a pick six. All right, so, I mean, if we can finish up proper on this drive, we might be able to sit some players in the fourth. Got to make sure we win. Darius Slay, really? Really, Kittle? Come on, man. They got some guys down here, but let's show Henry. Oh, what a play. Number 90. Damn. All right, start of the fourth, 11-yard line, 3rd down and 4. QT gets the first. Nice. Yeah, there's no chance Pettis gets a beat there. There you go, Derek. Really? Doesn't get in? Come on, Derek. It's going to have to be a quick throw. I think Pettis could be our man. No, he's not. Henry? Wide open Henry. Okay, he gets his touchdown at least. Henry's a big fella. I'm surprised he actually got that release. Quan with a second pick, and this one's going. Quan may have locked up Defensive Player of the Year with a performance like this. Quan has been pretty spectacular. We can at least pull our guys now. All right, so we moved some of the players out. We have Bud Dupree playing the defensive line now. We have Jordan Evans moving up. We pulled the rookie Kevin White. I really like Bud Dupree's pursuit, though. I think he's definitely a decent player. I'm not really sure why he wasn't given a better chance. I'd like to see him pull off some moves here in the fourth. That'd be beautiful. Quan stays in because he's having a great game, and overall, I just trust him to stay healthy now. I think he's learned. It's not like you can really learn not to get injured, but you can learn to dial it back a little bit so you don't hurt yourself. Screen pass. Good job by Eric. Eric Armstead with a little shocking stat. 10 tackles for a loss, which is, I believe, on par with D Ford, which is pretty good considering... Wait, it doesn't make any sense. Don't you get a tackle for a loss every time you get a sack? No? Or does that not count? You get a tackle, but do you not get a tackle? You probably don't, actually, because if you got one sack, you'd pretty much guarantee yourself a dev-up scenario when you're in that spot. Great play by them. Hawkinson. That move actually might have hurt him. If he would have just ran through us, he would have had it. And I think here, even though there's a great chance they do throw the ball, I think we're just going to blitz and hope. Nope, they're actually going to run the ball, and Quan, guess who? I mean, I kind of said it. Ryan Tannehill, the guy that actually disappointed me a few weeks back. See where we stand. See where we stand in Hill. I'm sorry. Play action? Who would expect a play action from Tannehill coming in the game? Look at these blockers, though. Good throw. Good one. All the way down to the 27. Ooh, that looks, I mean, Harry Potter route. That looks pretty good to me. Oh, God. Throw it away. Jeez. Takes a hit and gets a penalty first play. Not for his second play. Derrick Henry picks up a block. Catches the edge, and I try to run him over, and once again, they're just not giving me the animation. Over 100 for 2 straight weeks, which is nice. Let's actually show that we trust this offense without Jimmy, which I really don't, but let's show it, I guess. I'm just going to run simple verts. You know, you don't really... Doesn't take a rocket scientist to read this. All right, classic stuff. Debo. It's a great throw. Debo drops it, unfortunately. I believe he does have drops open pass rate. Up 24. The game's over, so we'll try to get this. Game's over. Might as well try to see what happens, because usually if your backup's in, it's going to be a bad situation. You're going to be looking at an injured quarterback. I'm not liking it. And it's picked off, unfortunately. Great tackle, though, because that's, a game-changing tackle. May have ruined Ryan Tannehill there, but nobody got open, if we're being honest. This isn't a very good third down team, with or without Jimmy. It's not a team that you really go out and expect to get that third down win. I will say it would be nice to see Nick Bosa get that 15th sack. Him and D end on the same note. That'd be really cool. So let's see if we can make that happen. I know we have lesser pass coverage guys in, but that's fine. Damn, I mean, I don't know how you do any better than winning your matchup within the first second and a half off the line, but we're going to sell out on this play. We're going to sell out, get Nick rushing. It's a good sellout. We got ourselves a decent bit of time. Terrible tackle, but Nick, no. I will say, garbage time or not, Hawkinson has been insane this game. He's been ridiculous. Ooh, great play by Nicholson. Could have been a pick. Would have been a pick 6, too. I would have taken that back. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? Greenlaw definitely needs help here. Picked off by Quan again. Go, Quan. No. Damn it. If Quan would have taken that back, that would have been sick. 3 picks and a 7-tackle performance. I mean, they really crapped the bed there. I mean, they were looking really good, and then, I don't know, the fourth quarter happened, and that's about it. Well, we know Goodwin's career could definitely be resurrected if Tannehill's in, because that's his favorite guy so far. It's weird how different teams have different guys. I mean, in fairness, we are lacking without our boy Pettis, so maybe he would have liked Pettis more, but still, good stuff. And that's a bit of a shot. And it's caught by QT for the touchdown. What a play. What a throw, though. I mean, it was 10th receiving touchdown as well. Nice little milestone. I'll take it. But yeah, let's get out of this game. No more of this. 41-10 is your score. Beautiful win. Outside of the first 3 quarters. First 3 quarters wasn't spectacular by any means. We kept ourselves going, though. I'd say a lot of those drop picks definitely played a factor. If we didn't... those drop picks didn't happen, we might be looking at a heartbreaking upset loss, if we're being fully honest. But overall, the end game is all that matters. We won. We had better yards per play. Takeaways, rushing yards, passing yards was slightly off, and then the scoreboard being the biggest thing we destroyed them on. Doesn't matter how many picks you have in your hands. It comes down to how many balls you receive. What? So with that last second garbage time throw, Tannehill goes to 90 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 touchdowns, 0. Got to put a asterisk on that one. 0 interceptions, 245 yards for Jimmy. Rushing, Derrick Henry, 12 for 103. The blocking was actually pretty good in this game. Receiving, Hawkinson, 11 for 244. 144, not 244. Still really good. Wouldn't have been surprising if I would have seen 244, if we're honest. 1 touchdown for QT, not bad. Galladay was hot early and then just disappeared. Henry with a touchdown, Kittle with a touchdown, big one as well. Blocking, sack totals, each team gave up a sack. Unfortunately, Bosa didn't get to 15, but that's fine. Defensive Player of the Year, Quan Alexander, probably. We'll see. But not this episode. We'll see next episode. This one's already a bit long, and next video we'll definitely show the awards, the stats, the XP. Depending on how long it takes, we'll be deciding if it's a standalone. I think it might be a standalone just because it would take away from the playoffs, I think, if it's in the same video. But maybe we'll just double upload on that day. I don't know. We'll see, honestly. I haven't decided. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to advance because then it would show you guys, there would be spoilers, I think. There would definitely be spoilers. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. Wildcard is next. Obviously, we do not have a wildcard game as we are the best team in the NFC and potentially best team in the NFL. Yeah, we're definitely best team in the NFL. A lot of really good teams, though. Got to give it up. It's been a really good year in the NFL. And that's about that. Let's actually see. Nice. I don't think Jimmy had MVP, but still really good season. Hopefully he goes up to X Factor. we needed, especially with his overall not being great. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, maybe like. If you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. Do a lot of franchise and a decent bit of like franchise experiments. A little bit of a sprinkle, a tiny sprinkle. And that's about that. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!